Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session. So, as a continuation to our previous session, where we discussed and introduced you to the workplace apps, today we're going to see the industry application of the workplace bundle. So, I am Vaishnavi. I'm a marketer here at Zoho, and with me, I have Palin, a fellow marketer. We'll be walking you through the workplace bundle and show you how they apply to these industries. And in case you are new to our session, then not to worry. I will be covering some of the basic concepts that we had seen earlier so that you have complete context over the session. Now, this session is being recorded and we will soon be uploading it in the Zoho Middle East and Africa YouTube channel. And in case if you want to view our previous sessions, please do head there as well. So today we're using Zoho's very own tool for the event. If you have any questions, you can use the question button on the left that you see. Post all your questions and we have an entire support team who's going to respond to you in real time. And you can also chat with us and the fellow attendees who will be part of today's session. So for those who are new, let me quickly tell you about Zoho. At Zoho, we build cloud software applications for businesses of any size. We've been in the market for more than 20 years and have our presence in over 190 countries. With 50 plus applications focusing on all your business needs, we have over 60 million users who trust and run their companies on Zoho. Now, without further ado, I'm going to start the session. So work and the way we work is constantly changing and evolving. And this is all the more true in the current state, where more and more organizations are shifting from an office setup to a remote setup. But no matter where you're working from, there is one aspect of work that has remained constant throughout time, and that is the need for effective communication. Now, communication is multidimensional. Let's see two aspects of it. One is how communication spans across teams. So you communicate within your team, across departments, within your organization, and then where communication involves external stakeholders like your customers, partners, vendors, and so on. And then another aspect of communication is how it happens via many modes. So you have voice, video, instant messaging, and platforms, and so many other modes where each of them have a dedicated tool. However, they need to work in sync so that there is context to all your discussions. So how do you think you will be able to facilitate this multidimensional communication while ensuring there is context across your conversations? This is where Zoho Workplace comes into picture. Workplace is a single well-integrated bundle of 9 apps that helps your team create a unified space to work together. It offers an easy way of managing all your files and it streamlines communication. Now let's look at each of the tools one by one. First, we have Zoho Mail, which is your formal email hosting platform. And then you have Zoho Click, which is your instant messaging platform. We have Workdrive to help your teams manage all their files from a single place. And then we have Zoho's very own Office Suite, which is the Writer, Sheet, and Show, a word processor, spreadsheet, and a presentation tool so that your teams can work on documents in real time. Then you have Zoho Connect, which is your intranet tool. It's more like your Facebook of company. And then we have Zoho Meetings, which is a virtual meeting tool. And finally, we have Zoho Showtime, which is a training platform. Now, Workplace also offers this all-inclusive dashboard where all of these apps are easily accessible, which means you need not open 9 different windows to access all of these apps, right? So you have this beautifully comprehensive dashboard where you have all the apps lined out on the top. And then you also have these styles that are completely customizable. So for instance, I can access my recent files. I can take a look at my inbox, my recent conversations with my colleague, company-wide updates, all of this is available for you. And you can build this entire dashboard for yourself based on your nature of work. Now, I keep telling you how all of these apps are integrated. So when we say integrated, we just didn't simply put them, within a single place where you can access it. We actually ensured that each of these apps communicate with each other. For instance, if you take a look, there is a meeting created on the right bottom. So once a meeting is created, it immediately blocks a calendar invite. It creates a calendar invite, and then it also sends an email so that I don't miss out on any of these. And then another great example is the Zia search. Since all these tools are tightly integrated, you can search for anything, any piece of information, document, email, by just keying in the keyword. For instance, here I've used Hazel properties. So now Zia search brings in any email related to the word that I searched for, any documents, any connect post, any calendar invites, anything, literally anything that is there with specific to that keyword. It just brings in everything. It's that cool. So, like I mentioned, today we're going to see the industry implications of the workplace products. We asked you which departments and which industries you prefer, and you mentioned most of you had chosen either marketing or customer interaction. So we decided why not do both. Perlin and I will be taking up each of these scenarios and showing you how the workplace apps work across these industries. So the first thing we're going to look at is the marketing team. So we're going to see how a marketing team in Zilker Corp is going to use the workplace bundle to, to kind of do their everyday work. So what does a typical marketing team need? They need a platform where they can store all their marketing collaterals. They need a place where they can create, any positioning document, any presentations, and then collaborate in real time with their team members on ideas. They need to get on, conference calls once in a while with their team members to discuss campaigns in real time. And then they also need both formal and informal communication to not just collaborate within the team, but also across departments. There are times when as a marketer, I might have to collaborate with the legal team to check some kind of legal compliance, or I have to collaborate with the product team. So there are so many teams involved in the entire process. And then I also need something where I can plan my entire task. And I also need a platform where I can get real-time feedback from within my organization before I take a campaign live, so that I know the quality of it. So let's see how Workplace is going to help me achieve all of this. So I am going to quickly share my screen for the demo. Okay, perfect. So hope you're all able to see my demo screen. Okay, good. Now for the sake of the demo, I am going to play the role of Helen, who is the marketing manager in Zilker Corp. Now, like I mentioned, like I showed you earlier, this is the workplace dashboard. So you have all the 9 apps listed here, so you can easily navigate and play around. And then these are the tiles that I have customized based on my nature of work. Now, if you wish to, add more or disable something, you can always click here and then disable or enable tiles based on your needs. Now, looks like I have received an email from my manager regarding an upcoming launch. Okay, so let's let's give you guys a heads up. We are working on a campaign product, an email campaign product in house. So looks like the product is almost ready, and he wants me to check with the team if it's good to go and if we can start working on the marketing launch activities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to Click. So Click is my instant messaging platform. So we use Click for all our internal quick, conversations. So this is the first window that you will see, where you can set up a status based on your availability. You can check in every time you log in, especially during remote work. You need to ensure that people are available, before you reach out to them. So this is a great way to denote, even if you're away, or if you're taking a lunch break, you can simply change your status to it so that people do not disturb you. So now I'm gonna check with the team to see if the product is ready. So let's quickly drop a message. So like I mentioned, this is just not for a conversation. You can also run polls. You can set reminders. You can do a lot more things with Click. You will be seeing it throughout the demo. Now I'm just waiting for my colleague to reply to see if okay, so it looks like the product is ready, which means it's time for our marketing team to get in action. So now I do not want to continue the conversation about the launch activities here. So I'm going to go about forking this conversation. So since they said yes, I'm just gonna, fork the conversation from here so that, yeah. And I do not want everybody in this current group to be a part of that, because I just want my team members to be a part of it. So I'm going to remove this and just include the people who I want to have in that team. Just going to quickly add a couple of members here. Yes, that's it. So one way is that you can easily continue a conversation from one place to another. If you want to have it with a close group, instead of having with all the audience here, you can just bring in the people. And another good thing is that you need not start a group with an empty screen. You already have thrown some context here so that people are aware of what is going to be discussed here and why we have created another group. Now I'm kind of in a hurry, so I don't have all the time to brief my team in long text. So I'm going to quickly get on an audio call with them. So I can make video and audio calls right from Zoho Click. So in case you are in a hurry, you want to do a last minute group call with your team, then you can as well do it from here. So Click offers this amazing view. This is actually my favorite. It offers two kinds of view. One is your grid view, and other is your galaxy view. So as and when people come in, you find their profiles here. So it's fun when you're actually having a conversation. And another interesting part is that let's say someone is talking something very interesting, or have actually shared a really good news, then you can go about adding reactions. To show how happy you are about the news, or maybe how disappointed you are about the news. And you can also share your screen from here in case if you wish to show something for them within the product. And you can also chat with them right from here. So if someone else is talking something, then you can just, without disturbing them, you can, drop the chat here. So now that I've kind of briefed everybody in the team about what we have planned for the next few months, I'm going to quickly get off the call. So now I have given my team an idea of what's going to happen. So where are they going to work on it? That is when Workdrive comes into picture. So Workdrive is an online file storage and content collaboration platform where teams can manage their files, store their files, organize everything right from here. So Workshop offers something called as the team folders, which is like a shared space. So you create a team folder probably for a team, a department, or in our case, the launch, and add all the relevant members who will be part of it. So any file that is added to this team folder will then be available to each and everybody, which means you need not go about sharing every file with individuals and giving them, the relevant permissions. So for the sake of the demo, I have already created a team folder here. So this is the folder that I have created for the launch, and I have added all the relevant members here. So all my team members who will be responsible for the launch activities are here, and I have given them relevant access as well. Okay, so if you notice here at a team folder level, Workdrive offers 5 kind of roles. One is admin, an organizer, editor, commenter, and a viewer. So based on what you want team members to do, you can assign roles for them. So if you notice here, Misaki is a marketing intern who's joined the team very recently. I do not want Misaki to go about, making major changes to the team folder. I just want her to create the content that we ask her to create. So that is why she has the editor permission here. And whereas Lewis, he is a person, he is my colleague from the product team who is here only to, give us opinions or tell us if anything product that we write is correct or not. So that's why he has the commenter permission. So based on what you want every member to do, you can assign access roles to them. And so now I have briefed my team. I have set up a shared space for my team to work together. The next is I need to help them kind of plan what they need. And okay, so I just remembered my marketing manager actually shared a launch checklist. So this will definitely help my team to go about planning for the entire launch. So usually what do? We will download this file and then go to Workdrive and then upload it, right? That's like so much problem. It's such a slow process. But with the mail and the Workdrive integration, you can simply go about adding this directly to the Workdrive team folder, whichever folder you choose to, right from here. So we have this. I'm just gonna, yeah. And then this is the team folder that we created for the launch. So I've selected that and I simply go about adding it here. So looks like that has been added. So let's go back to the Workdrive account to see if it is actually added. Yes, right here. So this is how easy it is to go about sharing files with my team. Now I need not constantly go behind people to see if they have received the file. It's right here in the team folder, so they can go about working with it. Now my team has a checklist to follow. Now they need tools to work on. That is, they need a document editor, spreadsheet, and Zoho Show, and we have it right here, right? But an interesting part is that Workdrive is integrated with the Office suite, which means my teams can create all of those files right here. So they can create a document, they can create a spreadsheet, they can create a Zoho Show presentation, or they can upload files from their system or import from other cloud services as well. Now, a lot of people do not realize that Zoho has an inbuilt Office suite. In fact, these tools have been in the market for more than a decade, and they've evolved to become such strong editors. So I'll quickly open up a writer to show you how powerful each of these tools are. So it looks like my team has already come up with web page content, which is quite interesting, right? So this is the Zoho Writer, your word processor. It offers a very clear, clean, and a distraction-free interface. You can simply go about jotting all your ideas, and when you think you need some formatting tools, you can always use them from the left. And this is just not a great tool for individual writers, but it is also great when you have to collaborate with your team. So you can simply head to the review panel here. So you can enable this track changes. This while you enable this, any changes that is made by your team members will be highlighted like how you see here. And as a document owner, I can decide to either accept or reject it based on what we prefer. And then your team members can also add comments to any part of the document and share their views on it. And another interesting part is Writer also offers something called as the engagement analytics, which gives you an overview of how much time each and every member in your team has actually spent, time on the document. How what are the pages they visited, if they've made any changes, or how long they had been in it. Now this is when your team is around, right? We there are times when we usually don't have our team around to help us. So what do you do then? Not to worry, Writer offers a personalized writing assistant Zia. to help you, cover up all those inconsistencies in your document, any spelling errors, any grammar suggestion. It offers everything so that your document is more aligned to a aligned for business communication. So similarly, even Zoho Show and Zoho Sheet offers all of these tools, all of these review tools, commenting tools, and a lot more. Now, another interesting part is that when you create any file using the Writer, Sheet, and Show documents, it often falls in the draft mode. That is, let's say I have an idea, the marketing plan, if you see here. So I have this marketing plan. I'm not sure if, I have the idea ready yet. So I'm going to leave it in the draft state. So when a file is in the draft state, only I will be able to view it. Even though it's in the shared space, my team members will not have access to it. Only when I mark this file as complete, they will be able to view it. You can always, if you think that you don't want your team members to have files in the draft state, you can always change it in the organization level as well. So now looks like my team is going about adding all of these, documents. Now I have two the landing page designs that I'm not sure if, I don't know which one to go about. And I just don't want my team's opinion. I want opinion of a lot of more other audience. I want more eyes onto it to see how good it is. So the best place to go is Zoho Connect here. So Connect is like I mentioned, it's like Facebook for your company, where you can easily share announcements, share run polls, and then create an invite. You can do a lot of more things. So this is like a great tool when you want to share some kind of a company-wide announcements. So what I'm going to go about doing is I will quickly create a poll here to see if which landing page design will my team like. Version 2. So I can simply go about uploading images from here, from my system, so it's easier. So I have my version 2 page, version 1. Yes. And I can also set preferences based on whether the oaths should be published or not, because sometimes you do not want other people's oath to influence everybody's choice, right? So you can always say once the poll is published, the results can be displayed. So till then, I'm gonna just close the results and then say share. So I can decide where I need to share. So since I want everybody's opinion, I'm going to just put it on the company's wall and see what everyone thinks of it. So as and when the oaths come in, I will decide which one to go about it. Okay, so now while that is on one side, I need to discuss with the PR team about the launch that we are planning. So I have to drop an email to them because so that they can start preparing for the launch as well. I have Alia, who is the PR head, and then I'm gonna keep my manager in loop. So if you noticed here, Mail quickly showed me some of the smart suggestions. So what Mail does is it constantly tracks your frequently emailed recipients and then adds them as, throws them as smart suggestions here so that you can quickly add them all. Don't go about wasting time. So, okay. Let's plan 18. Through the PR. There you go. And Now I have asked them when to do the PR, but I also need to share them some kind of details about the product so that they get an idea about it, right? So here's materials needed to do the launch. Now, we usually go about attaching files. What we can do here is instead of sharing the Workdrive links, I can quickly attach files from my Workdrive right from here. So like I mentioned, Mail is integrated with Workdrive. So just pick the location from where you want to attach the files. I'm going to choose the page content and the product overview and the pricing so that the team is aware of what they are planning to, launch, and then pick. And then I'm going to say attach as link. And since the PR team is just part of our organization, I'm just going to say members of the Zilker widget so that, and I can also decide what permissions to give. I want them to, contribute to and share their opinion within the document. So I'm going to say view and edit, view and comment, and say apply. And if you notice, all of those attachments are here, and I click send. So this is super easy. Now that I've sent the email, I want to make sure I inform the product team about it as well. So what I can do is, instead of forwarding this email again to the product team, I can just share this email. So I can just say app mention and say I want to share it with Rebecca, make sure that she's aware of this, and voila. Yes. So I simply tag them here and share the email, and now they are aware that the initiative is already started, and I need not go about reaching out to them separately and then communicating all of that. So this is like super easy. So now that I have informed everybody, I think it's time when we get on a proper call to discuss what we have in our mind and how to go about the launch. So instead of going about creating a meeting link separately here, I like how Workdrive is integrated with Mail. Meeting is also integrated with Mail. So if you see here the small meeting option, I simply click that, and then I say start a meeting. So for now, I'm just gonna first show you schedule a meeting to show you how contextually these apps are integrated. So yeah, so if you notice, when I say contextually integration, what I mean is it just didn't go about scheduling a meeting just randomly to everybody. It actually took information, that is, the participants are the recipients here. The agenda is my description, so I can always go about editing it, and the topic is my subject. So it kind of pulls in data from your email and then throws it into your meeting app so that you don't have to manually enter anything. So it's that convenient. Now, yes, so I can just say schedule, and this is scheduled. Now I'll quickly start the meeting and show you how the meeting interface is. Okay. So you can have it whichever audio option you prefer. You can enable or disable the video. So now I'm going to disable the video and continue. So this is your meeting interface. You can chat with fellow participants from here. You can share your screen, and once when all the participants are in, and when you don't want anyone else to join this meeting, then you can always lock this meeting so that no one else will be able to enter the session. You can always record the meeting for future reference, and you can as well enable or disable video at any point of time. Now, I can also invite participants during the session. I can just drop in the email ID here and send an invite, and that is also possible. So I'm going to quickly exit in the meeting for now. Yes. So now we have informed the PR team, we've briefed the PR team, all of this is done. Oh, I think I might have missed an important stakeholder. Who is that? My partner team. So every time when we launch something, we need to ensure that our partners are also aware of it. So Connect is just not a tool to communicate with your internal organization, but it also helps you connect with your external stakeholders. So we've already created a channel where we discuss everything product with our partners. So I'm going to take you there. And now I need to inform my partners about all the updates as well. So I'm going to drop a quick announcement here. Okay. So now partners are someone who helps us resell the product, which means they need more information than just a product update. So I'm going to also use the Workdrive file picker to share all the documents that we had created earlier. So if you notice throughout the demo, there is each of these apps will be communicating with each other. For instance, how Zoho Mail and Meeting works well together. And if you notice, there is also a click bar all the time down. So click is actually integrated into each of these apps. So you need not open a separate window to discuss with people. You can simply do it from here. So most of these apps are so tightly integrated. And when we say Workdrive is a unified file system, it means that all your files are within Workdrive and you can access it from any other app. So that's how streamlined information is flowing across these apps. So I'm going to quickly select the files that I want to share with the team, with the partner team. I just want to share these two files. Now, partners are usually not part of your organization. So I'm going to share these files at share it with anyone on the internet and say apply. Okay. So once I post, all my partners will have access to the documents here. So this is just one aspect of So this is just one aspect of, or one scenario of how the marketing team works, right from planning for a launch to, okay, right from planning for a launch to, going through the entire process of working together, creating all the collaterals and a lot more things. So with this, I come to the end of the demo.